Yes, sir. What I really do. This again. Welcome back to the channel. So listen here, familia. I actually wasn't supposed to record today because I didn't have the time, but I got this crazy replay as I'm over here fighting for my life in Master Rank with the new Punk Female deck. Now I'm gonna give you a breakdown of the deck list and more replays and all of that in a video tomorrow because I only have time to show you this replay today. But it's such a crazy duel that it deserves its own video. I'm actually 12-8 with the deck. Now I'm probably not gonna get to play the game anymore because I got work tomorrow and I can't play at work anymore like how I used to. So we're gonna go over this replay, and then tomorrow I'm gonna show you more replays, me playing against Maxi and all of that. This is one of the craziest duels I've ever had in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. This duel was crazy. So here I actually opened up with the crackiest hands of all times. It could have been a little better, but honestly, the hand is really good. Like, if I would have drawn a cross-out designator instead of this wagon, we would have been going nuts. But either way, my opponent didn't have any disruption, so I'm going to activate the engraver, get myself the track to the hand. We're going to activate the track, search the Lorry. Lorry, send the Lorry to the graveyard. Lorry out of the graveyard onto the field. Lorry out of the field into the graveyard. Special summon your Requiem. Here we're going to activate Requiem effect, get him out of here, special summon the Lotion aka La Crema, which I already had in the hand, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And here I sent the Funesmith in Paradise. That's why we did send that thing, because it's disruption during my opponent's turn. You're going to see later. We're going to activate the engravers and the Lorry back into the deck, special summon that thing, use both of these monsters here so we could sequence into my Freeze sequence. You see what I did there? I'm sorry. Either way, activate the sequence, use both of these monsters, go into my copy of the other La Crema, aka the Lotion, activate the Freeze La Crema, special summon the engraver onto the field. And here, this is my contingency plan. What the heck do I mean? Most of the time, your opponent is going to nib here if they have a nib. Now again, my opponent's field just wasn't glowing. I thought he was playing 60 cards. Crazy information, he's playing 53. But either way, I tell you, I'm like, it's a 60 card deck, nothing is glowing. They probably actually don't have anything. So I used two of my level 6s, and you're probably thinking I'm going into Caesar. No, I'm not going into Caesar. I'm going into Evil Lars, one time for the one time. Now, why am I going into this thing? Because out of the experience I've gotten from playing this deck, I realized that one of the biggest weaknesses my deck list has is that we don't have any spell or trap negate. Because I don't play any level 7s, I can't make Baron de la Flor. So instead of making Caesar, I make Evil Lars, which you're going to see in the deck list tomorrow. And this gives me a bunch of materials to also make another play, which you're going to see in a second. As I'm going to normal summon Sea-Amen, activate Siemens effect, get my Rising Scale to the hand, link off the Sea-Amen to go into my copy of the Al Mirage. Now, usually I would be able to activate Rising card, banish this. Activate Rising Scale, banish this and special summon it that way instead of linking off, but I actually need the wagon for my plays. If this would have been almost legitimately like any other level 8 in the deck, then they would have been cool. I would have just banished it, but whatever. So here I'm going to activate the Rising Scale, get Sea-Amen out of here, special summon Rising Scale, activate her effect, special summon Shirakasai onto the field, use both of these monsters here to go into my Rising card, one time for the one time. Activate Rising Card's effect. I'm going to special summon my Deer Note and special summon the wagon from the hand. Like I said, I kind of need this thing. I couldn't just get rid of it because this searches out my field spell, which is cracked. So here we're going to get the Jam Extreme session. We're jamming for real to the music. Set the jams. We're going to use my level 5, my level 3 to go into my Jam Dragon Drive. Can I check your license? Drive your opponent crazy as you activate the Deer Note, special summon the Shirakasai back onto the field because it belongs to me, it's mine. Here we're gonna search for the Madame Spider. Oh wait, you pay some taxes? Where I'm from, you get money back. So give me that, draw a card. Unfortunately, we joined to the Lorry, that's sad times. Banish the Deer Note, special summon Madame Spider, pay them taxes. Again, get something back after you search a trap. Join to our level 8, nothing crazy, it is what it is. And now we're going to use all 3 of these monsters to make the Appaloosa above the Goddess, USA. Then we're going to use both of these monsters to go into my Psychic and Punisher. Now, mind you, we had the options, right? With my level 3 and my level 8, we could have made Psychic and Punisher. I could have made the level 11, special summon a Punk monster back onto the field, which would have been the Scales. She's down there. Yeah, I could have special summoned the Scales, and then I could have went into my Xyz. which at that point in time I would have had a monster negate and a way to flip a monster face down if it was special summon and activated its effect. But I decided to go for the Psychic and Punisher because my life points are low. Now this isn't the craziest board, but to me it's everything that I need. We have a spell or trap negate, we have 3 monster negates, I have a tower that's kind of hard to get rid of, I can pop a card that's set, which mind you, I should have searched Dangerous Gabu. I kind of searched this because I wasn't planning on going into Psychic and Punisher, but then I did. And then we also have an Ash. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 4 to 7 disruptions. So here my opponent does the scariest thing that I've ever seen in my life. They set a card. You should know what the heck I'm playing against by them doing that. But either way, I only have 1 dragon on the field. She's not a dragon. This is not a dragon. So I'm like, this is a weird play. They go into the battle phase. I'm just going to pop that thing. Yeah, sad times in the kingdom. They activate Super Poly. Now the crazy thing is he can't. Super Poly is crazy. Of course, I can't negate it. I can't do anything about it. But you can't Super Poly Psychic and Punisher away. It doesn't work that way, luckily for me, because if not, this thing would have been gone. So here he's going to use both of these monsters, aka my Apollo, and the Fallen of Avas that was face down, as materials to go into Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon. So I don't get to pop anything. I'm going to activate my Jam Dragon Drive because when you activate something in response to my trap, I get to special summon my Jam Dragon Drive. He's going to activate the Mirror Jade, sending the Tinclad Dragon to the graveyard to banish a card. Now, of course, we know what the heck he's going to banish. He can't banish this, so he's going to banish the Evil Ars. I might as well use his effect and negate that thing. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So negate the Mirror Jade, stop that thing right there. Don't want to see that. Special summon my Jam Dragon Drive because I gotta keep driving my opponent crazy. And here I'm gonna pay life points instead of searching for a pawn card. I search for another disruption, which is the Ghost Ogre. Now this thing is not that great against Branded, but I'm like, I don't know, it might come in handy. So here I'm gonna activate the Punkage Jam Extreme Session because we pay taxes, we draw a card, we're in the battle phase, so I get to make my Psychic and Punisher super beefy. Now the crazy thing about this deck is that it perfectly counters this thing. Mirror Jade has the effect of if this fusion summon card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you could destroy all monsters your opponent control during the end phase. Now I hate the way that this reads because even though he crashed into me, how is that my fault that he crashed into me? This game is stupid. But either way, that thing gets popped. He gets to activate that effect, and it works on Psychic and Punisher. He's going to activate the Albion Shorted Dragon, send a card to the graveyard, draw a card, activate the Foolish Burial Goods, and here I know exactly what the heck bro's doing. He's trying to bait out this Ash. I'm not dealing with that. He's going to send a Serenir to the graveyard, activate Serenir, send the Branded Fusion, activate the Retribution to recycle the Branded Fusion back onto the hand, Branded Fusion to the hand, and there it is. Bro's hand was cracked. Like, my hand was cracked, bro's hand was crackiest. Crackiest. You know what I'm saying. Either way, he's going to mill about 15 to 14 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4... 4, 8, 12, yeah, 14 cards, and there it is. He activates the Branded Fusion. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't negate the grass, it's because even though, yes, I saw him add the Branded Fusion to the hand, most of the effects that matter in the graveyard, he already activated to get the Branded Fusion. So I'm like, gamble away, my boy, I'm fine with it. So here they activate the Branded Fusion. I got the Ash. I'm like, yes, I got him. We got him, boys. We got him. What else are you supposed to do after this? But I forgot I'm playing against Branded. They activate Strategy in the graveyard. They're going to get the Branded in white. Activate the Branded in white. They're going to use 2 monsters from the graveyard to fusion summon into their second copy of Mirror Jade. Bro used Mirror Jade to make Mirror Jade. Yes. And of course, he already activated this effect. And let's read, because reading is fundamental. Once per turn, quick effect, once per turn, that's all we need to read. He already activated this effect. Yeah, this deck doesn't make sense. He activates that thing again, send a monster to the graveyard to banish a card. I decided to pop it. Now, he does have this thing in the graveyard, which is protecting him from popping. I completely forgot about that. I didn't pay attention to what he milled. I didn't care. But I decided to activate the Ogre. He decided not to stop me from popping this, which I guess. He's gonna banish my Jam Dragon Drive, activate Alubero Jester, activate the Mirror Jace effect for the second time to blow my field during the end phase, right? So he's gonna special summon the Alubert. This thing gets negated because his life points are lower than mine right now. So this is affected. As he special summon that thing onto the field, activate the Branding Spirits. Mind you, this is in the end phase. Everything you're about to see, I just want you to know, this is in the end phase. I freaking hate this deck, but I need to learn how to play it because it's kind of cool. But this is too much. No deck in this game should be able to do the craziness that this deck does. But either way, here they're going to activate the Tinklad, special summon the Quem. Quem is going to activate. I was saving this trap in my back pocket for my life. I'm like, yo, I knew he was going to do this. The minute he sent that Tinklad to the graveyard, I knew that the special summon monster I had to get rid of was going to be the Quem. So I'm going to activate this trap. I'm going to send my Desiree to the graveyard. He's going to send the Branded Sword. He's going to activate this thing's effect because, of course, I have to wait for her to activate everything before I activate anything. As I'm going to activate and send her to the graveyard by recycling the sequence back into my extra deck. Get the Quem out of here. We don't need her out. But he's going to special summon Fallen of Alvas. Activate that thing's effect. Activate the Branded Sword. And he's going to recycle the Albion the Shuriken Dragon back into his hand. Yep, bring it back. And now he's going to use both his and my monster to fusion summon into an Albion branded dragon. This is all in the end phase. Also, ask me how bro hasn't lost to time yet. I don't know. But he's going to banish both of these cards, use them as material to go into a Borrowload Furious Dragon, activate that thing's effect. He's going to pop the Albion Dragon and my Fuel Spell, Sad Times in the Kingdom, activate the Albion Dragon, add a Branded in red to the hand, activate the Branded in red. Bro did more in the end phase than he did the whole duel. Get the Fallen of Alvas to the hand, use both of these monsters, and fusion summon into Lubellion the Syrian Dragon. Activate the Luberian, bro, fusion summon like 20 times, bro, in the end phase. Go into the Mood Dragon, which if you're wondering why he did this, is mainly because he wanted to recycle his Mirror Jade. He probably wants to go into that thing again because the other one is in the graveyard. He probably only, I'm 100% sure he plays 2 copies. So he mainly did this just to recycle his Mirror Jade. And here during the end phase, my field gets wiped. So I lost everything. Every single thing. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Here we're going to draw into Nibiru. I activate the Femith Engraver, send the La Crema back into the extra deck, special summon that thing. I'm going to normal summon the Lori that I have in the hand and lick it off into the Requiem. Link it off. So here I decided to do these plays first, right? Because I can still make punk plays because I have the emergency teleport. I also have the Ogre Dance. So I'm like, you know what, if I can try and get rid of this thing, because as far as I'm concerned, it's the only disruption they have. I never saw them search anything else, not that I remember at least. So I'm going to activate the Requiem, special summon La Crema back onto the field. We're going to send the other engraver to the graveyard, activate Requiem to attach it to the engraver that's on the field. So of course he's going to activate the Borrowload Furious Dragon to pop the Moon Dragon and pop the engraver before I can attach the Requiem to it. So get us both out of here, Sad Times in the Kingdom. That means one thing. I have no Fiend misplay. All I have is this Ogre Dance right here. So I activate the Ogre Dance. Bro had a Tri-Brigade Mercurier. That would have been game. That right there is legitimately done so game. But luckily for me, as I've been asking Konami for 30 years, I got that emergency teleport me because it's an emergency. Special summon that CMN, activate the CMN's effect, get myself the Rising Scale to the hand, activate the Rising Scale, banish a trap, and bro scooped. I was shitting bricks this whole duel, bro. Now, if you're wondering why he scooped, it's because I legitimately go into Rising Scale. I can special summon another level 3, which at that point in time, all I have is another, I have another CMN in the deck. I will have to special summon that. But at that point in time, I go into my Amazing Dragon. I can bounce back the rest of his field, and then we legitimately slap him for game. it's GG's, but it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And nobody, like, come on, bro. That was a crazy duel. You could have let me slap you one time. But either way, again, I just wanted to show you guys the replay. I'm going to show you the deck, but I'm not going to break it down. I'm going to do that tomorrow. So let's get into that. All right, familia. So this is the deck list if you want to, like, copy it from looking at it. But again, I actually don't have time. I'm going to have this video out for you. Well, actually, I'm going to have this video out for you tomorrow. And then the day after, I'm going to show you the video with everything. And then I'm probably going to stream after that. So, yeah. I'm going to break all of this down, show you more replays. It's a 46 card deck list. And I'm going to tell you why I'm playing all of the stuff that I'm playing. And, yeah. So, if you guys enjoyed the content, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Because I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to catch you tomorrow. Or the day after. Peace.